Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. Forecap Scaler. Originally, I was gonna do a live stream of the part two of the Innocence Plague, but it was just I had so many things to do today. I didn't get a chance to do it. So let's talk about this. There won't be any spoilers here, so please, this will be a short live stream. We'll just talk about it, how excited we are, and what we should expect to see. But please don't put any spoilers. If you put any spoilers, I'm just gonna have to remove that. No one's gonna see it. It will not show up on the chat room. It will be removed. I just want us to talk about CyberPunk, and I want to tell you why I think CyberPunk will be definitely something that's gonna raise the bar on how the future games are being made, and I'll talk about that. What's up, Randall? How are you? What's up, Light YT? How are you? By the way, this song you're listening to, this is a royalty-free song. I'll leave a description down below when this live stream is over. I hope you guys like it. So here, let me tell you my reasoning why I'm excited about Cyberpunk. First reason is you create your own character. So you are the film director. In a way, you are the film director. You are creating your own unique character, whether it be male or female, whatever your fantasy is, okay? So you create your own sex, you create your own character, and your character goes out there in this city in 27/7. I don't want to give away too much because I will not spoil this. And yes, you are a gun for hire. There is a little bit of a linear story there that you have to go through, but ultimately you make your own decisions. Everything that you do in this game will have a different outcome. Kind of like a Detroit Become Human. It will have a different outcome on how you experience this game. I will have a different outcome than, let's say, you. When I watch your live stream, I'm pretty sure you will make different choices and you will have also a different outcome. So I believe that's where the Cyberpunk truly thrives. Not only to mention the fact that there's so many side missions, there's so many other things you can do. You can choose with whom you want to side, whom you want to betray, etc., etc. There's so many things implemented in this city, and I'm gonna not give you the name of this city. I'm not gonna give you anything because I don't want to spoil nothing. Okay. And some people say that this is a short experience. I don't think so. I mean, even if you try to rush through this game, it's still gonna take you a month and a half. Even if you rush through it, like you go super fast, it will take you a month and a half, minimum month and a half. So take your time, enjoy it, don't rush through it. It's not like there's a bunch of other games you can play. I believe this game will keep you busy till PlayStation 5, till you can finally get your hands on a PlayStation 5. You know, there's so many things that I will not say it here, and I wish I could say it, but I'm not gonna say it. I can't say it. I will not risk my channel, obviously. I don't want to destroy what I created here. But there's some things that I know, but I can't talk about it. And let me just say, you should be very excited. I think some of you, this could be a problem for your relationship. I'm not kidding. I think this game will be a problem for your relationship between you and your girlfriend or your partner or whoever. Because, oh man, I can't say it. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you what I know. And I hate myself for going down that rabbit hole to what I have found out about this game. Let's just say the Cyberpunk will pull you in. This world will pull you in, and it will become so addictive that you will not want to go to sleep. You will not want to leave the house. You just want to be in this world. It's almost like you becoming the avatar. It's like Jake from the Avatar. You become now the avatar. And this is the reason why they're using a first person point of view. Because of the whole avatar thing. But man, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. But I find out some things about this game that, holy shit, man. But anyway, you'll find out. Shit. Total Recall 2020. What's up, Cameron? And do you guys like this track? Do you guys like this track? By the way, this is a royalty free. Royalty free. I'll give you the link down below when the live stream is over. What's up, Devin? How are you? Become Human. Yes, I played Become Human. It was okay. My only problem with Become Human was that it was too focused on conspiracy theory. I like that game, but it was too focused on conspiracy theory, you know, like Illuminatis and this and that. It wasn't focused on technology, and I think this is where Deus Ex to me failed me a little bit, because it was really like too much focused on that aspect. And I'm like, okay, man, we all get it, we all understand that there's these secret societies out there, etc., 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 but what about the future? What about technology of Deus Ex? You know, what about the life of Deus Ex? I mean, there was some stuff there missing to me. It just wasn't a full, completed experience, honestly, because they were too focused on Illuminatis and conspiracies, and I'm like, okay, this is boring. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that I didn't like the game. I love the game. I just felt that it was too focused on that aspect. This, it's not focused on that. This is focused on, hey, we are what we create. We create our own future. Everything that we do now reflects tomorrow. Look how much it reflects 10 years since let's say 2008. Look how much we have changed since 2008. Look how our policies have changed. Look at our society and how it has changed. And now this COVID-19 coming in. So everything we do impacts the future. So nothing is written in stone. And I guess CD Projekt Red, I can maybe talk about this. I hope I can. I think they will let me talk about this. Nothing is set in stone. I think one of the cool thing about this game that I believe all of us will enjoy is that nothing is set in stone. Everything we do affects the future, but it will be based on our choices that we make that will resemble that future, you know. And oh man, this is the shitty part about Cyberpunk. What can we talk about? You know, even the stuff that I know. And again, you know me, I can't help myself. I have to go down to the deep, dark webs of the internet. I can't help myself, you know. I did the same thing with The Last of Us. I couldn't help myself. But this is why it's so difficult to talk about this game, because it's... What can you talk about? I mean, I would love to talk about some stuff, but I can't, because that would be spoilers. But let's just say you will be super, super surprised. And I'm not going to tell you where I went. I'm not going to tell you which deep, dark webs did I have to go through to, you know, some of these Russian websites and whatnot. Where did I have to fucking go through? In Poland, websites and VPN and all. I'm not going to tell you where I had to go through to find some information. But let's just say that I like what they're doing here. It is not The Witcher. Sure, it has the same formula, a little bit of a same formula as The Witcher, but this is deeper, man. This is far, far deeper. But you guys will find out. And I'm trying to do my best not to spoil anything. All right, let me see what you guys have to say, because I don't want to say the wrong thing, man. This is live, and stream, it's Wednesday. Yes, 7 p.m. But here's a funny thing. Here is a very troubling thing. And this is what really kind of, Cameron D, this is what really troubles me. The console version of Xbox and PlayStation will be played on midnight, while the Stadia version, you can start at 7 p.m. East Coast time, and then 4 p.m. Los Angeles Pacific time, meaning East Coast New York, and then 4 p.m. Los Angeles Pacific time. But for the consoles, you have to wait till 12 o'clock noon. 12 o'clock midnight, not noon, 12 o'clock midnight. Midnight, 12 o'clock for the consoles. Now, I don't know if they're going to change this, but the last time I went to the Twitter, last time I went to the CD Projekt, they said midnight for the consoles, and then 7 p.m. for Stadia. I don't know why that is. Is that because Stadia, it's already patched up? Stadia version's already, and I don't know what kind of connections, what kind of relationship Google has with CyberPunk. Maybe Google paid some money to CD Projekt Red, and I think Google is banking on this game. I think this is like their crown jewel. This is like their way of saying, hey, you don't have to worry about patching up anything. You don't have to worry about your PC being buggy, downloading all these updates, downloading the drivers, etc., etc. Click and play right away. Boom. We're also going to give you an extra controller, an extra Chromecast Ultra, so that way you can give it to somebody else, and that somebody else can play it, or you can put it in your bedroom, or you can put another one in another living room or whatever, so you have yourself an extra, Stadia to play CyberPunk. On top of the fact that now Stadia, it's available on the iOS, on iPhone 12, iPhone 11, on iPads. So now you can play Stadia on pretty much everything. And that's another big bonus. So you see, Stadia is not so dead on arrival, Mr. Dreamcast guy. And it's funny we're talking about a Dreamcast guy, and Dreamcast guy got hit by a copyright, DMC copyright strike, because he broke the rule. And CD Projekt Red was very clear about you cannot publish the review till we tell you to publish it, which would be Wednesday. So Wednesday, drop it all you want. Put the reviews out there on Wednesday. Obviously, you cannot spoil anything, but you have to make a review that, gets people at least some idea what the game it's about. But he broke that. He broke that rule, and now he's paying price for it, man. Now he has to go through that, Let me tell you, getting that strike from your YouTube channel, it took me 2 months. 2 months. It took me 2 months with Red Dead Redemption 2. 2 months to get in touch with the Rockstar, and trying to get in touch with Rockstar. Let me tell you guys, I had sleepless nights just trying to get in touch with Rockstar. And finally, in December 20th? I think it was December 20th or December 23rd. I finally got in touch with one of the representatives from the Rockstar in California, Southern California, LA County. And I spoke to one of them, and let me tell you, these guys were very professional. They let me speak. They didn't judge me. They didn't yell at me. They didn't call me names. They were very professional. They understood my situation. But let me tell you, it took a while for me to take that copyright strike from my channel. So I hope that Dreamcast guy will learn his lesson. Hopefully he can get in touch with CD Projekt Red, and he will have to get in touch with CD Projekt Red. He will have to talk to CD Projekt Red. But lesson learned, don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. I know he was doing it for the clicks, but you can't, man. You can't break that rule. These guys, they work their hearts off 7 years away from their families to bring us this experience. And then you're gonna start breaking the rule because you feel, I don't know, special, I guess. And then you're gonna put that video out there. But anyway. AHJ, yeah, Rockstar Games. You probably don't know this, but this was in 2017. I played a little clip. It wasn't even a clip. I made a video where I showed a photo of leaked video from this Russian guy who had an early copy of Red Dead Redemption 2, and he was showing, you know, Arthur Morgan with a long beard and scars and whatnot. So I showed the paused still of that video. It was very blurry, paused. It was like a pause still. It was nothing was playing. There was no sensitive information. It was just a pause still, and a bunch of people flagged that video. You know, it got flagged, and obviously automatically it got hit by the copyright strike. Now, no human manually was able to check that video at that moment because it's bots. This is all done by bots, by computer. It's not like they're checking. It's not like there's a human that is checking your video manually to see if it's legit or not legit. So, long story short, after 2 months, I contacted Rockstar Games. It took me a long time, and finally I got in touch with them, and they reviewed the video for me, and they understood, okay, you did nothing wrong here. You didn't show any sensitive information. So they honored it as a fair use, and they took down my copyright. They removed it, my copyright strike. Just a long story short, you know, in regard to what happened to Dreamcast guy. Mamba Man is back. Mamba, where have you been, man? We've been looking for you. We've been chasing you down. We've been, you know, trying to find out what's your whereabouts. We couldn't find you, man. We were worried about you. Like, Mamba's missing in action. We were gonna send, you know, Cameron D to look for you, bro. So let me ask you guys, what is the aspect of this game that excites you the most? Besides making the choices, besides that aspect, what's the other aspect of this game? Is it the graphics, or is it the freedom of choice, or is it both? The graphics and the freedom of choice. To me personally, is the freedom of choice, where you get to choose how you play it. Oh, you tested positive for COVID-19 the other day, man. Oh shit. So what's the next step? What do you got to do next? Do you have to be quarantined for 14 days? The futuristic aspect does it for you. Well, that's cool. I like the futuristic aspect of it as well. And but to me personally, is the freedom of choice. And of course, exploring this world that it could be plausible. This is augmented technology. It's already happening. This is not the Cyberpunk 2077. It is not too far-fetched. Sure, there's some elements in the game that maybe it's done for the entertainment purposes, But if you look at it from a technological aspect point of view, augmented technology, it's already happening. Soldiers have it. Soldiers are using, augmented robotic hands. The soldiers that did 2-3 tours in Afghanistan, Iraq, other places, they have augmented arms and legs, and now they're helping them connect through the nerves, their own nerve systems, to feel. It's like it sends a little electrical shock for them to feel certain things. Like when you touch the electrical arm, they can feel it. It says like a little electric shock, and they can feel it, like small little neutrons of electric shock through that metal, and they can feel it. So all of this stuff, it's happening, man. I have some friends in military, and they're like the military, the guys. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but the United States military, it's so far advanced, and they have technology that it won't be released to the public probably another 7-8 years. But they already have technology way before. Holographic imagery, it's like it's been there for a while. Other stuff like the suits that can blend in, the military gear and the suits that can blend in to the environment. The camo that can blend into the environment and you can't see him, or you can't see a sniper. They already have this stuff. I mean, not to mention the robots that they're creating. It's crazy, man. The stuff that our military has right now, it's pretty scary. So, well, you know what, Mamba? You're gonna feel your mood's gonna be doing this because you have that COVID-19. You're gonna feel your mood's gonna go up and gonna come down. You're gonna feel irritated. You're gonna start feeling angry, and then start feeling good, and then irritated, and then angry, and then good, because the fever will do that. The fever, it's like a circulation that keeps going and circulating and circulating. So, stay quarantined, play the CyberPunk. But there you go. I think CyberPunk will keep you busy for 14 days, man. You'll be able to watch me play it. You can play it yourself. And just stay quarantined. Just hang in there and get in touch with your doctors and find out when you can do the next results, to find out after 14 days, see what they say. But I'm sorry that you had to go through that, man. But keep us posted. Keep me posted. Keep all of us posted. Let us know. Maybe you can give us some idea on what to expect from COVID-19, so we can have better understanding on what it feels like. Some people, I heard, it goes away like after 2-3 days. Some people stays for 20 days, 14 days, 15 days. Some people, it just hits them really hard. So everyone will have a different experience, I guess. The one thing I got myself used to, guys, is wearing that mask, washing my hands. I know it's kind of annoying. Some people, they're like, dude, I gotta take that mask off. I'm getting used to the mask as if it's like Bane. I start to think of myself like RoboCop or Bane or whatever. Like this is part of me now. And I think the faster you adapt to wearing the mask to become a part of you, like a clothing, where you can train and do other things and breathe. I'm learning to breathe inside that mask. Once you discipline yourself, once you train yourself to be part of that mask, it will become easier for you to function. It'll be like putting on your shoes when you walk out the door. It'll be like putting on your jacket when you walk out the door. It's just something that becomes part of you. But you have to get used to wearing that mask, man. And you obviously got to wash your hands all the time. Everywhere you go, they have, they have some kind of a liquid for you to wash your hands. Everywhere you go, you can always wash your hands. And of course, don't touch your face. Just do this, like do this. Go like that or go like this. Don't go like this, And the most important part is keep that mask tight, because when you're talking to somebody, their spittings, their breath, it's coming out. Their breath is coming out. Saliva's coming out. They're spitting their saliva. Listen, and that's how this COVID-19 runs. It's airborne. It's invisible. It's airborne, and it can stay airborne for 48 hours. Think about that. For 48 hours, it can stay airborne. And imagine how many people who are not wearing a mask gonna be inhaling that shit. It's serious. Listen, I don't want to scare people, but it is real deal. This COVID-19, it's a real deal, and people got to take it seriously, man. It's sad that people didn't take it seriously this year, with all the stuff, all the nonsense that's been going on, but I think people will take it seriously next year. I honestly believe next year people are going to say, okay, man, I don't want to die. You don't want to die. Nobody wants to fucking die. We all want to live, right? We all want to have plenty of sex. We all want to live a great life. Enjoy technology, cutting edge technology. Nobody wants to fucking die. Nobody wants to, end their life. So you have to cherish that. Cherish your life first. You break your TV, you save some money, buy another TV. You break your car, you'll save some money, you get another car, whatever, dude. You can always buy it. You can always upgrade. Buying a new car or whatever, you can always get that down the road, But you can't buy your life. Once you lose your life, that's that. It's over. It's like that. And I think it's important for people to remember that. Game is sex. Well, there's definitely some sex in this game for sure. Oh, you have asthma? Asthma, it's all about controlling that breathing. Don't try to fight it. I used to have asthma when I was a little kid, but I learned how to control it. Just don't try to fight it. Don't panic. If you panic, then your heart rate starts going, and then your airways, they clogged up. They get shut. You need to calm down. Don't fight it. Just relax. Don't worry. You're going to catch a breath. In 5 minutes, 7 minutes, you'll catch a breath. I know it sucks, but slowly the airway is going to open up and you'll be able to breathe. Okay? I've been through all of this, guys. A lot of people talk about me as if they know me. And this is the part that really kind of, I find it hilarious. A lot of people talk about me, Mr. 4K this, Mr. 4K that, as if they grew up with me, as if they were holding hands with me since I was a little kid. Guys, in my 41 years, I've been through so much in my life, through so much experience. Good, bad, ugly, you name it. And you accumulate, and you learn every day from all those experiences. And it's called a survival mechanism when you accumulate all of these traits of survival skills. It's something you can't read about it to learn about it. It's something you have to experience to accumulate and to have it as part of your survival skills. What's up, my Russian friend? Thank you, appreciate it. What's up, Andre? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. UN warns 2021 to be a humanitarian catastrophe. Poor could tremble and vaccine push. Here's what I think. There's a lot of nothing is set in stone. Okay? These are all predictions. And that's why they're called predictions. I make predictions. I made predictions about cloud gaming, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be right. That doesn't mean that when you make a prediction that it's gonna be all set in stone. Do you know how many predictions have been made in my lifetime, and they all came wrong? Do you know why these predictions never came true? It's because people create their own future. Based on what we do today, it will echo in the future. So things always can change. We can always change our future. We don't have to necessarily just remember 2012 or Y2K. I remember Y2K. Here's a good example. Y2K, everybody says, hey man, it's 1999, it's December, man. Where are you gonna be for New Year's Eve? Are you gonna flee? Are you gonna go live in a forest? It's gonna be a chaos. The power's gonna shut down. The internet's gonna shut down. Everything's gonna shut down. Where are you gonna be on a Y2K? I said, I'm gonna be at home, celebrating with my friends. And trust me, the power will not go out. The electricity will be there. The banks will not close. Everything will work normal. Your information will not be jeopardized. And what happened on Y2K? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What happened in 2012? On December 23rd, 2012? What happened? Nothing. These are predictions to make money, to scare people, for you to buy stock, for you to buy gold or buy silver. It's called the scare tactics. The Wall Street, the bankers, these guys, they like to use these scare tactics to keep you scared, to keep you nervous. And it works for the most parts because, people are nervous. They have houses, they have children, and they're worried about their future and their children's future. So of course, when they read the news like that, obviously they're gonna freak out and they're gonna say, "Oh Jesus! Oh, what are we gonna do?" Nothing is written and set in stone. We can always change the outcome, and we are writing our own future every day, every year. Every year we change things, and next year we're gonna change other things, and move forward, whatever that future is. So nothing is written in stone. Thank you, Al-Kazam. I really appreciate that, man. Yes, Al-Kazam, I already pre-ordered Stadia version. I will be playing this on Stadia Wednesday, 7 p.m. No bugs, no patches, no downloads. You don't have to wait for any kind of firmware update or anything. Don't have to connect to anything other than Google Stadia. Click play right away. I can continue where I left off. I can go to my phone, play it on my phone. I can continue on my iPad, play it on my iPad. I can go and play in the other room, and plus you get an extra Chromecast Ultra with that extra controller. So Stadia version seems like your best, honestly, your best bet. Everything's ready. Everything's ready for you. Everything's there. You can take the experience with you wherever you go. So Stadia version for me is the best way to start. But having said that, this doesn't mean that I'm not gonna test the PC version. This doesn't mean that I'm not gonna test, maximum settings and RTX 2080. This doesn't mean that I'm not gonna test my PC and Shadow. This doesn't mean that I'm not gonna test PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X version on my OLED. Of course I will, and I will also test the Stadia version on both of my OLEDs, C10 and E8. This doesn't mean that I will not test the PS5 version when I finally get a chance to have a PS5 or X Series X. I will test all the other versions, obviously. But the best way for me to start the journey of CyberPunk, it's with Stadia. Click play right away. No fuss, no muss, no waiting. Boom. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? LT. I'm just gonna call you LT. Liquid Tank. I'll just call you LT, bro. I like to use the acronym LT. I'm gonna call you LT. Oh, you just bought a LG C10 55-inch and you sold your C8. Can't wait for tomorrow arrives. Oh, Andre, you're gonna love it, man. Oh, I was just doing a video on the Avatar, and I use my AT&T TV device, which also has a HDR pass-through, which compresses the HDR metadata, similar to what Apple TV does with the HDR and Dolby Vision. So I use the HDR and I compressed it, and I find out that the AT&T Android device does much better job bringing brighter highlights and also upscaling much better. And I mean, you guys saw the video. I mean, you guys can watch the video. For those of you who missed the video, here, I'll show it to you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I was blown away, man. I'm still blown away by guys. I wish that I can have you guys come here at my home, or I wish that I could listen. I wish that I could visit you. I wish that I could visit you, go to your house, and fix your TV. Make your TV look great. Make your OLED look great for your movies, for your video games. I would love, man. I'm like a chef. I love for you to experience my recipe. I love to see you guys enjoy these movies and enjoy these video games in the best possible way. I wish that I could do that. I wish that I could go to your house, to your place, and just help you out, and bring my cables, my ultra high speed cables, hook up everything, etc., etc. I don't care if you have a home theater receiver. If you have a ARC return, that's fine. We can use the ARC return, and I can do it and bypass it through there. I would love to do all of this. I mean, if I had a luxury, maybe one day when I become rich, if I ever become rich, I'll have the luxury to stop by your house and just, do this stuff. I would love to do it, man. Honestly, I'm not kidding. But anyway, let me show you this. This is in 4K, by the way. There it is. I'll send it to you right now. There it is. That's the video. Go watch it. Believe me, man. When I tell you, my camera had a difficult time depicting just how beautiful it looked. Considering that the Avatar, it's only available in 1080p, but the upscaling on this device, what AT&T is doing with the Android, with a Snapdragon, excellent upscaling. I have my ultra high-speed cable connected to my C10, and the HDR metadata that's being compressed brings much brighter highlights. I don't know how they do it. Maybe the way the metadata is being processed, but the compression on AT&T TV device, it's better than what I have seen on the Apple TV. On the Apple TV, the highlights are not as bright. Here, the highlights are very bright. Maybe I'll do some more videos to showcase the AT&T TV and how am I doing this and how is this possible. Maybe I'll have to do like a 40-minute video to try to dissect all of this, because I know I'm talking too fast, too quick, and some people are like, well, hold on a second, Mr. 4K. We don't understand what you mean by HDR metadata, pass-through. What does this all mean? So maybe I'll be able to do that, make a separate video talk in a nice voice, in a lower voice, and talk slowly, and then explain everything, take notes, and explain everything to you on how it works. I'll do that. I swear to God, I'll do it. I'll do it probably Friday after I finish a live stream of CyberPunk. Like late at night, I'll do a 40-minute video. I'll do that for you. Should I still use sharpness to 0 for 720p on a PlayStation 4? No, you can go 10. If you're running something that has a 720p, not only should you use sharpness to 10, but you should also use dynamic contrast, because you're using something that's at a very low resolution. 720p, it's something you can enjoy on your tablet. It's something you can enjoy on your phone. But once you start hitting 24-inch or 27-inch or 32-inch, then that 720p is going to look god-awful. It's going to look very blurry, very soft. You won't be able to have that dynamic picture quality and sharpness. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you move that sharpness to the 10. Just move it to the 10 and use dynamic contrast. AHJ. Oh, you've been using a Starlink. I'm glad I got it. Alkazam, that's awesome, dude. So how does it work? Like, do you have to be like a beta? It's like a beta test? Or it's not open to public yet, right? It's just for beta testing. I think that's going to be the future. The Starlink, what the Elon Musk is doing. He's already changing things. Elon Musk is changing a lot of different things, and I think that's going to be the future. You could be anywhere. You could be middle of Alaska, like somewhere out there, Kodiak Islands, next to the Kodiak grizzly bears. You could be living next to wolves, and Sasquatches, middle of nowhere, but you still will be able to use internet because you got a Starlink, satellite internet, and that's going to be the beauty of that. I don't know, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Some people say it's not a good thing because some people, they want to live off the grid, and now you won't be able to live off the grid. They'll be able to track you wherever you are, dude. This is scary, dude. You can't even run away, bro. Like, they'll know exactly where your location is. Middle of nowhere, dude. Like, they'll know exactly where you at. Like, northern Alberta, somewhere out there in the Rocky Mountains, or they'll be able to pinpoint your location exactly. Or your last location exactly, where you dropped your phone. Even you turn that phone off, they can still track it. The last beacon on that processing unit that's in there, that microscopic little processing unit, they can still find your last beacon location where you dropped your phone, and they'll be able to track you. Middle of nowhere, man. So where can you can't hide nowhere, dude. This really sucks, bro. This really sucks. Because sometimes you want to disappear. I had a dream where I disappeared. It's like go into nowhere, and then no one finds you. But dude, it's getting much difficult to hide these days, man. People can find you so easily. Yeah. But that's technology, and that's what CyberPunk, it's really kind of showcasing to us. That's what this game, it's really showcasing, is that the future, it's going to be really... People talk about privacy. Guys, you have no privacy. Can I be the first one to tell you? Can I? And I have some friends that work in the governments and federal bureau and other places. I have friends all over the place, and they tell me your privacy has been kissed goodbye a long time ago. Since 2004, Your privacy has been kissed goodbye. Long time ago. Right now, but I don't want to hear no. No, you don't. You don't have a privacy. You have zero privacy. I can find out, every single one of you, I can find out exactly who you are, who your daddy is, and who your grandpa was, and whom did your grandpa, had sex with, and all that shit. I can find out everything about everybody. You have no privacy, man. And I think CyberPunk, it's going to explore that even more with this game. And I think that's what's so interesting about CyberPunk. It's not just a video game like some sci-fi futuristic game. It's also kind of scary. I think Elon Musk was right. He says, I don't look at CyberPunk as entertainment. I look at CyberPunk as, oh, gee whiz. Should I tell my daughters? Should I tell my sons? This is the kind of future you're going to expect to see. Because this is not exaggerated. The stuff that you're going to see in this game, it's not going to be exaggerating. This is something that's very plausible. 70 years from now. 50 years from now. 50 years! Look how much we have changed in 50 years. Imagine another 50 years. That's going to be insane. How crazy that's going to be. It already is a next Fight Club. And Johnny Mnemonic, Johnny Wiki Samurai Punk is the Tyler Durden. Oh my God. I just said it. He's the Tyler Durden. You don't talk about Tyler Durden. You don't talk about Johnny. Where's Johnny? You don't talk about Johnny. You don't ask where Johnny is. Johnny finds you. You don't find Johnny. Johnny finds you. Just remember that. Don't look for him. He will find you when he feels it's time for him to find you. It is. That's Keanu Reeves for you, man. He's such a fucking badass. Keanu Reeves gonna become like Messiah or some shit, man. He's at the level of becoming a Messiah. Big time. Let's see. Oh yes, that's right, Mr. Urban. When I was playing Submerged, that's right. You were banning people left and right. That's right. I remember. I was playing Submerged. What happened is I had some people come to me and, well, they were Sony fans. I have some Sony fans who follow me, and they wrote me a letter. One of them wrote me a letter, like 3 pages letter I had to read. And he said, I'm so disappointed in you, Mr. And actually, the guy who wrote the letter either used a grammar correction or spelling correction software or something, I don't know. But it was written well. And he says, I'm very disappointed to inform you, Mr. 4K. I've been following your channel ever since the shortage of PlayStation 5 and this whole situation with the scalpers. But I'm also disappointed to hear or to see that you have interest in the cloud gaming. Of course, I'm not going to read you the whole thing. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but he went on and on as to why the cloud gaming, it's a failed technology, and why you should never ever even think about going back to the cloud gaming, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't reply to the guy because I don't know what to say to the guy. I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you're watching, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Listen, I am a sucker for technology. I'm a technology junkie. Okay, call me a technology junkie. Okay, technology junkie. So I like to try everything that's breakthrough in new technology. Whether it be virtual reality, portable devices, phones, anything that's cutting edge new technology, I want to try it. Okay, so call me a tech junkie. Maybe that should be my second channel name, Tech Junkie. I don't hold the flag for any corporation. I don't hold the flag for Sony. I don't hold the flag for Microsoft. I don't hold the flag for Amazon, for Google. I don't hold the flag for Nintendo. I don't hold the flag for PC, Master Race. I don't hold the flag for anybody. I'm truly independent. But I do admire technology, whether it be virtual reality, Oculus Quest, Oculus Rift, Windows Mixed Reality, etc., etc. Now, the cloud happened to be the new breakthrough in technology. And I like to try the new breakthrough in technology. So, why would I want to use cloud technology? Well, here's one example. I hope you're watching. For example, this game already has bugs on the PC version, and there's a hefty 43 gigabyte patch update that I have to download and then install. Why would I do that to myself? Why would I spend 2 hours trying to download something and then trying to wait to install something and then trying to download graphical drivers? On top of graphical drivers, I still have to tweak the game to make sure that it works. Same thing on a console. Why would I do that to myself? On top of deleting other games to make space for this game. Why would I do that? When I have choice, when I have option to just click and play right away, boom, on Wednesday, 7 p.m. and I don't have to wait for anything. It's all there. I just gotta have a stable internet, which I do. I have a stable internet connection, and click and play. So why would I deny? I hope this guy is watching, or maybe he sees this in the future. Why would I deny myself that privilege? I have that luxury. I have it, and you can have it too. You could have it too. It's not super expensive. It's not the end of the world. You can have this upgrade as well. But because you hold that Sony flag so high proudly, you can't even comprehend to step to the other side to see how the water tastes on this other side. You're willing to suffer and torture yourself only because you're holding that flag for Sony. And what Sony has done for you, brother? What have they done for you? They still can't address the PlayStation 5 disaster that has happened, that has occurred with these scalpers. Jim Ryan still can't address the issue. What did they say the other day? They said they're super proud of the achievement, the milestone achievement that they have created with the PlayStation 5. What milestone achievement are they talking about? I don't have a PlayStation 5 console. You don't have it. People are pretty much struggling to get one. And if they do try to buy one from a scalper for $2,000, they get a brick inside a box. They get a cat food inside a box. So what has Sony done for you? What has Sony done for you to look after you? You, loyal fan, who's been spending money left and right, making them rich, what have they done for you? I'll never understand Sony fanboys, Xbox fanboys, or any fanboys for that matter. I will never understand you. To me, you're like some kind of extraterrestrial phenomena, or like some kind of paranormal activity, almost like a paranormal activity. It's impossible for me to grasp my brain around it as to why. If Sony is paying you money and you're rich and you got a bunch of bitches running around naked and you got big yachts and all that shit, all that jazz, fine. Then be their, pimp, be their sucker, be their simp, whatever. But I'm simply saying they're not doing anything for you. and you are willing not to enjoy playing this game right away on Wednesday on Stadia because you can't stand Google and you can't switch from Sony to Stadia. Anyway. Yeah, they just get the box inside Alakazam. That's what they get. They get a box inside. And cat food, clothing, like some very like cheap ass clothing from Walmart or whatever, and probably stolen, probably looted, most likely, because these guys are scammers. They're not legitimate business people. They're not legitimate. Okay, let me say this one more time. They're not legitimate. If you are a legitimate business, then you got legitimate business to run. Means you're not screwing people over. You're building reputation. But these scalpers are not business people. They're scammers. They're using the tools to scam the customers so they can profit money. And you are willing to give them $1,500, $2,000, in some cases, I heard $3,000. Good God, $3,000. I heard somebody spent 3,000 euros. Or no, 3,000 pounds. Some guy in UK, 3,000 pounds. Oh, even if you have money, bro. Even if you have money. Do what you want with your money. I don't care. Even if the money is growing on a tree. Even if the money grows in the backyard where you live. Still, that's so moronic. That is so moronic. To spend 3,000 pounds. Yes, snoozer. I need to grab myself a Christmas hat. Maybe a Christmas beard or something. I don't know. I want to be a Santa Claus. Merry Christmas. Sackboy game. I heard about Sackboy. I might have to try that out. AHJ, I don't understand that, man. Like, you can buy yourself a really great TV. Like, you can get yourself a C10. C10 55-inch, man. And enjoy that sucker. Have fun, man. Those of you who don't have C10 55-inch, you got to bring that thing home. And purchase the ultra high-speed cable from Belkin. You have no idea, man, how beautiful everything looks. Even the old movies. The other day I was watching The Dogs of War. Christopher Walken. I told you. I love the movie. I was watching Dogs of War, 1970 movie. It's about the mercenaries, soldiers of fortune. They go to Africa to get rid of this warlord, whatever. They go to West Africa to fight this warlord, and he's a mercenary. He's a part of the mercenary groups, soldiers of fortune. Dude, it looked like it was released yesterday. The way it looks on my OLED with upscaling and compressed HDR, it looked as if it was released yesterday. I kid you not. It looks as if they released it yesterday. It looks so good, man. The movie looks so great. And even these old movies look great on that TV. That's what you could have bought for $2,000. For 3,000 pounds. Excuse me. For 3,000 pounds, bro. Mate. 3,000 pounds. You could have gotten yourself kick-ass TV. Digital Trends, it's bragging about it. Others, Art Things are bragging about it. It's not just me. They're bragging about it. It's like, you gotta have this. Like, you need this. They're basically saying, you gotta have this. You need this. And I see people spend $2,000 for a brick. A brick. Brother, oh brother, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes right now. I don't know what I would have done, man. Honestly, I don't know if I would be able to live with myself. The kind of panic attacks I would have knowing that I just spent $2,000 on a fucking brick. Why? What's up, Bismarck? Oh, European version have a Arabic language with romance scene, because in the Middle East version deleted. Oh, that's right. In the Middle East, you know, they don't really. They look very very harsh penalties if you showing any kind of pornography, stuff like that. That's forbidden down there. Clinical Yabrasiv. People are spending 2,000 or something I got in my backyard for free. I know, you could have given it to them. Here you go, take it. Take the bricks. I don't want it. Take it out of here. Dude, and it's a one game. There's just one game. What game we talking about? Demon Souls. Okay, yes, I would love to play a Demon Souls, but it's not like CyberPunk. It's not like something like you must have. You know, it's not like, oh Jesus, you gotta have this game. If you don't have Demon Souls, dude, you're not a gamer. Or like, I don't know. It's not like a must-have game. Sure, Demon Souls, it's good for its genre, but it's not something that you have to have. It's not something you must have, you know? Oh yeah, there's a lot of knifing in UK. But the problem is these guys, they work in groups. It's not just one guy with a knife. You got multiple, like on their dirt bikes or whatever, on their bicycles, and it's like 4, 5, 6 of them with knives, you know. And you know, try to fight 5, 6 guys with a knife. It's even if you take your shirt off and you try to roll your shirt to flip that knife from their hands, you still got the other guy that can stab you from the back. So you don't want to take them on. You don't want to do that. You should only take them on if you got you know, something like I don't know, like a Desert Eagle or the Alaskan 357 or shit like that. Trust me, they're gonna run their little butts super fast back to where they came from. They're old saying, never bring a knife to a gunfight. It is true. It is true. Did I pre-order? Yes, I pre-ordered it. I got stabbed one time when I was in a nightclub, still here. And I got set up. This beautiful chick came in. I gotta hand it to her. She was a good actress. She came up to me. She was crying on my shoulder. You know, this guy is touching me. I thought this club, you cannot, you know, what, I shouldn't, I'm feeling very terrorized. I said, which guy? But what I didn't know is that they were playing a setup scheme so that way her other 2 boyfriends can go in and drink. She wants to order the drinks from the red cup and put it into the other cups so that these guys can drink for free. Because ladies drink free. It's free from 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock. They drink free. You know, whatever you got, Bacardi, whatever, you know, they mix it up. And so she told me, is this guy over here? So I came up to this other guy and I said, hey man, stop touching her, da 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 da. So he didn't want to listen to me, so I grabbed him. I was dragging him out. I was calling for backup. As I was dragging him out, carrying this guy out, this bitch, woman, the same woman who was crying to me had a little pocket knife. Little pocket knife. It's like patent pocket knife. Just comes out. Just pops out. And she jumped on me. Right on my back. Trying to pry my hands from her boyfriend. Whatever. And while I was trying to get rid of her. I didn't know who it was at the time. While I was trying to get rid of her. She used this pocket knife and just stabbed me like that. And it was stuck in there. I didn't realize. And I still have it. It's right here. Here. Let me show you. If you guys can see it. It's still there. It was a very deep cut. And I didn't realize. So, you know. But that's a sneak attack, you know. That's the thing about a knife, you know. You don't know. That's the thing that sucks, man. That's why you got to be careful. I don't trust anybody. Oh, but she's just a woman. I don't care. But she's so innocent. I don't care. Kiss my ass. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't know you. I don't care if you have a dog with you and you look innocent. I don't know you. Bottom line is, I don't fucking know you. And I learned my lesson fairly quickly. You can't trust anyone, man. You gotta be super fucking careful. All kinds of shady setups are being done. All kinds of shady shit. They will try to do to you. They'll bring a very good looking girl to approach you. If a good looking girl is approaching you, you fucking flee. You drive away. Dude, you're getting set up. You're getting robbed. Okay? You fucking drive away. And if somebody's following you, you call the cops. And then have the cops come in and then follow them. You got to be smart about this. Man, I've been around. I've been on the streets. I've been a bouncer. I've been everywhere. This is all from my own personal experience. Okay? And I'm telling you, you have to be careful. Oh, especially women, dude. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to have a bunch of feminists now just coming here and with the torches and fucking forks. How dare you, Mr. 4K? Women are women. You need women. I'm actually okay without women. I'm fine. You need us. You need women. I know, Mamba. It's fucking crazy. I have more stories than that, man. But, you know, you learn as you... Life, listen. Life is your best... Life is your best teacher. No one's a better teacher than life. You know, you learn so much through life. You know, this doesn't mean, look, I don't want to I never generalize. I want to make something very clear for everybody out there who have been spreading bullshit crap about me on the internet. I don't generalize, never will, because the world is the big place. 8 billion people on this planet. That's a lot of people. Okay, and out of 8 billion people in this planet, there's going to be some shady people. There's going to be some shitty people. There's going to be some lunatics. There's going to be some hardcore extremists, religious extremists. There's always going to be those groups out there. But we should be careful not to generalize. Because when we generalize, then we're destroying our societies by generalizing. And I think CyberPunk is dealing with that too. To be careful not to generalize. And I think this is why it's a utmost importance for each party, for each organization, not to generalize. You know, generalizing just because this one girl jumped on me doesn't mean every woman's gonna do that. Okay, just because one Chinese guy cut somebody's head off doesn't mean every Chinese guy is gonna do that. Okay, so we gotta be careful not to generalize. We should hold individuals responsible. When I talk about somebody, I'm talking about an individual. I don't care what color of his skin he is. I don't care what his ethnic background is. I talk about him as an individual. He happens to be this color, he happens to be that religion, I don't care. I talk about persons and as an individual. So when I talk about somebody as a lowlife, that means that individual, it's a lowlife or a scumbag. When I talk about a certain scalper, I talk about scalper as an individual, as a scumbag. Okay? So it's important that we don't generalize. And I don't generalize. I never generalize. But I will call an individual based on who they are, based on their actions. Because your actions tells me who you are. Based on your actions, you are telling me, you're letting me know who you are as a individual. We're all individuals. I don't care that I happen to be, Caucasian, Muslim, whatever. Doesn't matter. I could be born a cockroach next time. I could be born a Sasquatch or a snake next time. I don't get to choose what I become reincarnated next time. Okay? So it's important that we don't generalize. And a lot of people like to do that shit. And I don't like that. That people are doing that. That they're generalizing everything. Not every woman, it's a gold digger and wants to take your money. You know what I mean? So we got to be careful. Not every white person's a racist, you know. So we have to be very careful on how we go about this. And I think generalizing, it's a very, very dangerous card to play. Actually, I was just talking about Japan. I like Japan, honestly, because they're sophisticated people. They're very sophisticated. They survived 2 atomic bombs, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. They were able to survive both of these. Not to mention the war, the Pacific Theater War, World War II. And look how they turned back with the economy. Look how their economy has just flourished like that, super fast. Look at their economy. Toyota, Nissan, Honda, Mazda, Sony, not Panasonic, Sony, Hitachi, Mitsubishi. I mean, look at what they have advanced in terms of electronics, automobile, technology. Look how far they have advanced as a nation, as a culture. So to me, Japan is a very sophisticated country, very disciplined. And I think this discipline comes from code of Bushido, the samurai code. And I think that still runs in their blood, that Bushido code, that discipline. And discipline is a very important thing, man. Discipline is how you move forward. Discipline means I cannot be lazy. I don't care I have a headache. I don't care that my leg is hurting. This needs to be done. I need to be there at 9 o'clock and I need to work that job. And I need to do this, and that. They have a discipline. And that discipline is something that if every other country would implement, I'm telling you, you would see economy skyrocket. We would be building domes in Mars. I'm not kidding. All of us, all together, united, not just the United States, but everybody. US, Japan, China, Russia, etc., Europe. We would all be building domes in Mars if we had that discipline. But we don't, because, if you look at us today, everybody's just looking out for themselves. As long as I'm good, I don't care. I got what I need. I'm happy. You get off my property, boy. that kind of attitude, that kind of shit sometimes doesn't help move the economy. You can't have too many poor people. Okay, it's important to balance everything. You can't have too many poor people. That's not good. It has to be balanced. I'm not saying you can be rich. I'm not saying you can be wealthy. But I'm also saying you can't forget about 98% or 97% of other people out there who are struggling and suffering. That needs to be balanced out. That needs to be even up, so that way we don't end up in this, opposition. Look what's going on in France. They're burning everything. They're looting, and look what happened this year in our country. I don't know. I just feel that we don't have a strong leader. I just feel that we're missing like brains. When I say a leader, I mean someone with brains. Someone who understands how the world works. Someone who understands human beings. How could you be a leader if you don't understand the human beings? You need to understand the human beings, and you need to put yourself in their shoes and what they're going through. If you got so many unhappy people, if you got 97% of unhappy citizens, that's not good. That's not good. You can't expect your country or your nation to prosper if you're not taking care of your people, man. You have to take care of your people, man. If you take care of them, they will take care of the country. They will help you build a very great nation. When I was in Yugoslavia, Marshal Tito, he knew this. Marshal Tito, back in the days, you guys probably know who Marshal Tito is, but you can look it up. That's prior to the fall of Yugoslavia and 6 republics of Yugoslavia. In 1990s, I was in that war. Marshal Tito, he built a strong nation. But that's because he knew you have to take care of your citizens. You have to take care of your people. But we don't have that. We got a lot of corruption. And that's what you have right now out there. That's what all this shit's going on. That's why you got so much resistance. It's because of that. But I don't want to dive into politics. It's never a good idea. Did I know that Soviet Union collapsed like the day after Christmas? Well, here's an interesting thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, Mamba. What a coincidence. I think Boris Yeltsin was in 1990, right? In 1990, it was Boris Yeltsin was the president. It was before Putin, Boris Yeltsin. What are the odds? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to point fingers here or there. I'm not trying to say CIA, but I'm just saying CIA. Whatever. Okay? As if like nobody knows. Everybody knows by now. It's like out in the public records. I'm just simply saying, what are the odds? What are the odds? Right after the fall of the Soviet Union, we got the fall of Yugoslavia. What are the odds? I'm just saying. In 1992, just 2 years after, what are the odds? Obviously, I was young back then. I was a little kid, 8 years old, whatever, 10 years old. I couldn't connect the dots. I didn't follow the politics that much, so I couldn't fucking tell. But now when I think about it, I'm older. Like, what are the odds? What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Yeah, what a coincidence, CIA. What a coincidence. But anyway, whatever. Not that it matters. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. It's not like even in Call of Duty, Jesus Christ, like they're like right in your face about it. But I'm just saying, what a coincidence. But Um, listen, man. There's people out there who are planning things. There's shadowy groups out there who plan things for their own reasons, you know, to control the world, to have the hand on every parts of the world so they can implement their ideals. Why? Because they're superpowers. And when you are superpowered, then you can do that, you know, and you can try to organize these types of false flag scenarios and have the other countries fight each other, you know, or have a civil war. The best way to create the fall of a country is to create a civil war in a country. If you want a country to fall apart, what's the best oldest recipe to do it? Civil war. And what happened in Yugoslavia? Civil war. Different parties fighting with each other. And then boom, somebody assassinates somebody, and then boom, the war starts. That's how it goes, man. That's like the oldest trick. And of course, another oldest trick to get us into war is to create a boogeyman. You gotta have a boogeyman. Boogeyman. If you have a boogeyman, that's it. Now you know who to fight. You got a boogeyman. But yet you don't know that the boogeyman was created by Frankenstein behind the fucking curtain. And now that same monster that the Frankenstein has created, Dr. Frankenstein, now you have to destroy. You have to destroy. But anyway, don't just listen to me. I think I spoke too much. I can hear the Black Hawk right above me, dude. Relax, guys. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right. I'm not saying anything that's not out in public records, so calm down. Calm down, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Relax. Oh boy. So anyway, getting back to the CyberPunk. I want to hear, before we end this live stream, which I'm gonna have to end it pretty soon. What is, besides the graphics? No, actually, forget the graphics. On what system? This is something I want to know. On what system are you the most excited to play CyberPunk? What is the system you're looking forward to? PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, PlayStation 4, PC, Stadia. What do you fancy? What is your main source of system that you're going to be using to play this game? I'm just curious. Like, every single one of you can tell me. Jensen, I order it on Stadia. Stadia. It's in the game. Stadia. Stadia. Andre, PlayStation 5. Hell yeah. LT, PlayStation 5. All right. Vaden, PC. Nice. Stadia. Yay, Jensen. Both me and you. Stadia. Me and Jensen, we get to have an extra controller, an extra Chromecast Ultra. And I know Cameron D is going to be playing it on PlayStation 5. I already know that. Haptic feedback, DualSense. I mean, I totally get it. Mamba. I think I know. Mamba's going to be playing it on Xbox Series X. I mean, you should, Mamba. You have Xbox Series X. I mean, take advantage of it. You should take the advantage of it. I mean, you have Xbox Series X, and take the advantage of it. Take the advantage of it. Ice. Mamba's playing it on Stadia. All right. All right, Mamba. Actually, good choice, Mamba. You get to play it and take it with you. You get an extra controller. You get an extra Chromecast Ultra. You get an extra premium edition. Cool. Dan Mystic, PlayStation 4. Cool. Is it a Pro or just a PlayStation 4? Awesome. That's awesome, Jensen. This will also help other people jump into Stadia. I'll probably give my to my brother so he can jump in and start playing it. I want to get my brother to jump into Stadia. So I'll set it up for him. I'll connect it to him so he can start playing it. Have I played it? No. I haven't played it, but I did go down the rabbit hole of the dark, deep webs of internet. And I did find some very exciting information. But I will not spoil, under any circumstances, I will not spoil that information. Let's just say you will be very, very, very pleasantly surprised. Anyway. Of course I'm breathtaking, always. What else? Who else? Come on, there's 60 of you guys here. Who's going to be playing on what system? So far, it's a mixed bag. Clinically, it's playing it on a PC and buying it on a GOG. You know what, guys? If you're going to be playing this on a PC, it's good that you purchase it from Good Old Games. Because if you purchase it from GOG, all the proceeds, all the money goes directly to CD Projekt Red. And what a good way for you to help developers to create more games, to create more DLCs, to build the better multiplayer for this. What better way for you to do that than to help GOG, Good Old Games, by buying it directly from Good Old Games from GOG. And GOG, it's a DRM free. That means you don't have to be connected to Steam or, Epic Games. You just click and play offline. You could be offline, you could play. That's the beauty about getting the DRM free. You could be offline and you can play this game. Like, you can turn off the internet and you can still play it as long as you have it on your hard drive. So buying it from a GOG, it's a good way also to support developers, because all the money, all the proceeds will go to them. And at the same time, you don't have to be prompted to be connected to the Steam or Epic Games. You can just jump right in and start playing. And you could be offline. You can turn off the internet. No, really, turn off the Wi-Fi, turn off the internet, and you just load the game from your hard drive. And as long as you have enough space on your hard drive to run the game, that's it. Good to go. You got it from Steam? Why did you get it from Steam? No! Well, that's okay. Maybe you have friends. Maybe you got plenty of friends on Steam. Some people, they have tons of friends on Steam, and that's where they play. But I'm thinking you should have made an exception. I think you can cancel the pre-order. You should cancel it, and you should go ahead and support developers, man. If you care about CD Projekt Red, go to GOG. You can create a free account. It doesn't cost you anything. And then help the GOG, help the Good Old Games, help the CD Projekt Red, because all the money will go towards them. So go with the GOG. That's what I would do. You still have time. You still have time to do it. So go with the GOG. Yes, LT, there will be a multiplayer, but that's coming next year. Not yet. That's next year. For right now, it's going to be like Grand Theft Auto, open world. It'll keep you busy for a long time. Trust me. I didn't even care about the multiplayer on Red Dead Redemption 2. I didn't even know that the multiplayer was there. I didn't even care. I didn't even care that the multiplayer was there. Because the Red Dead Redemption 2 was such a huge game that it didn't even bother me that the multiplayer wasn't there. I was happy to just play that single player experience all the time, get it on the GOG, man. First of all, they will love you. You're gonna help them, and all the money that they get, they will be able to make a sequel, free DLCs. You know, CD Projekt Red doesn't like to use microtransactions. They don't believe in microtransactions. They believe if you pay for a game, everything should be included. Meaning every DLC that they release should be included. Every upgrade should be included for free. And they're not going to charge you. Unlike 2K Games, unlike Electronic Arts, unlike Activision and Blizzard, they're not going to do that. Okay? You will not have to pay. And that's the beauty about CD Projekt Red. You know, that's why I love these guys. So GOG, if you're going to buy, if it makes you feel better, I will purchase it from GOG. I might buy 2 copies from GOG. And maybe I'll give 1 copy free to somebody else. I don't know. I'll just give it to someone. We'll see. It will be like one of those videos. You click first, you get the codes, and that's it. It's yours, or something like that. We'll figure that out. But get the PC version. Get the PC version. And from GOG, Good Old Games. That's CD Projekt Red. Created by CD Projekt Red. Owned by CD Projekt Red. That's the CD Projekt Red company that's running Good Old Games. So go to GOG, man. Get it on GOG. And I will. Of course I will get it on GOG. All right, so guys, I got to get going. Tomorrow we're going to continue the Plague, the Innocence, the game that I was playing yesterday. We're going to continue that. The Plague, Innocence, we'll do that. Second part, I'll try to finish the game tomorrow if I can. I couldn't do it today because I was busy, but I will do it tomorrow. I'll try. I swear to God, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. Okay? And I'll try to play that, to finish that tomorrow. It's a great game, by the way. I really like it. The Plague, Innocence. It's about this dark plague that was this virus pandemic that was infested with rats and was killing everybody in Europe during the Dark Ages. So it's a pretty cool game about this sister and her brother after their family got killed, and they're trying to flee because supposedly this kid, I don't know, this kid could be the cure or something. I don't know. So I'll try to finish that tomorrow if I can. I'll try to keep my promise. And then, of course, on Wednesday, 7 p.m., we're going to start early at 6 p.m. Wednesday will be like a pre-introduction, pre-party thing before we officially hit the CyberPunk at 7 p.m. And then we're going to start playing the CyberPunk at 7 p.m. And then from 7 p.m. all the way till 1 o'clock, 6 hours. And then we'll continue on Friday. Oh, I'm sorry, Thursday. On Thursday. We'll continue on Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 p.m. at night. And then on Friday, we'll do the same thing from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way till 10 p.m. at night. I will take frequent breaks, here and there, maybe 5-minute, 10-minute break just to grab something to eat and drink, whatever. And then we'll do the same thing on Saturday. And on Sunday, we'll do it at 12 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And then Monday, we'll do it from 2 till 7. And Tuesday, 2 till 7. So there'll be plenty of hours. Be plenty of live streams. Close to like 40 plus hours. Maybe even longer. Of Cyberpunk for you to see me play it and give you my points of view on how I feel about the game. So it'll be interesting to do that. All right, so yeah, it's a big game. Cyberpunk, it's a huge game. You're looking at least like hundreds of hours. That's like if you play normal, hundreds of hours. Some people say it could be more than that, 175 hours. I heard a rumor. Some people are saying it's 175 hours, and that's if you do all the side missions and everything. If you complete all the side missions, but you have to remember, you still have to come back. Even if you put 175 hours, that's pretty freaking big. You still have a bunch of stuff to do. You still have an open world. Maybe you didn't sleep with everybody. Maybe you didn't screw up everybody. Maybe you need to change your decisions. Try it again. Maybe this time you try and do this. Maybe this time you don't do that, do this. So you come back and you start replaying that game over and over again because you want to level up. You want to try different things. Maybe there's an Easter egg. Maybe the Witcher will show up, you know? The Witcher comes out and he's the club of he's the owner's club, some nightclub called the Witcher Club, and then he comes out of the club and some kind of Easter egg, and then the Witcher comes out and says, "Roach, is that you, Roach?" And he comes out and you're like, "What the fuck?" Who knows? There might be some Easter eggs, maybe Yennefer, Trish. You never know. You never know what they're gonna put inside this game. And I guarantee you, they're going to put a bunch of Easter eggs for you to mess around with. You'll be playing this all the way till February. Even after February, you'll still be playing this. Trust me, you'll be playing this for quite a long time. Thank you, Clinically. Thank you, AHJ. Thank you, Tipico. You need, to be honest, Tipico, reserve 300 gigabytes. You got to think about the saves. You have to save the game, overwrite the saves, the DLCs, the patches. Make sure you have 300 gigs, man. 300 plus gigs. Delete everything else, man. Reserve that space, 300 gigs. You got to have that 300 gigs free so your game can breathe, so it's not a bottleneck. So have 300 gigabytes reserved, free on your hard drive. Okay? All right. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow. And then we got one more day, and that's it. Wednesday, 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very exciting, and it will be interesting to see how I react on this game. You know, my choices, because before I leave, my walkthrough will be different than your walkthrough. My experience that you see through my playthrough will be different than yours, because I'm gonna make some, you know me, always make some stupid decisions. I'll make some half-ass decisions, and you never know what decisions I will make on this game. And based on those decisions that I made, there will be consequences. There will be different outcomes. So it'll be interesting to see how I progress through this game. And I'll see you guys. Thank you. Breathtaking it is. All right, Roach. Roach, where are you, Roach? We got to get going. And I'm going to slowly disappear. And I'm going to leave you be. I'm going to disappear right now, guys. I'm going to disappear. I'm going to disappear slowly and surely. Guys, I'm going to disappear. Bye-bye.